Hi, this is Phil, and I'm here to tell you all about the Capes and Lunatics Patreon. Get early access to all of our interviews, including the monthly Chichester chats with writer and comic book legend D.G. Chichester, new episodes of classic Capes and Lunatics shows, including The Quantum Zone, This, That, or the Third, and many, many more specials, all completely uncensored. Access starts for $3 a month, full video when you pledge $5 a month. Check out the link in our show notes, or go to patreon.com/CapesandLunatics. Hope to see you there.
I love Batman.
He might actually listen to this episode. It's got turtle.
Alright, kids. Welcome back to the final week of our three-part Batman Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles team-up crossover. I am Phil. Joining me, as always, the Turtles' #1 fan. It is
Little justice for April O'Neil Hellfire.
Yay. That's right, kids. The final week, because we're going to cover Batman Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3.
Aww. I think Noah missed it again.
Oh, he was just on. Unless he thought we were doing this. He's like, oh, no, they're not going to do more than 2 episodes a night.
Silly goose.
The rest of you posers may do 1 at a time, but...
This is a throwback to the old Capes and Lunatics days of Phil doing like 3-4 podcasts.
It'd be like you, me, and Charlie would do Capes and Lunatics, and me and Charlie would go on to do Super Connectivity. All right, so... All right, Miss Hellfire, take it away.
What? You're not gonna no banter? You're just gonna get into
Oh,
it?
no, okay. What do you want to... Okay, yeah, it's not Batman, my favorite character.
Poor Ray. There we go. All right. Now we're into it.
Okay.
We are tonight. The Batman podcast. Come on, get some energy, man.
I was going to say, I have witty banter. All right, hold on.
Batman, my favorite character.
There we go.
Marvel Snap, my favorite addiction.
Oh!
Sounds like a plan, Jan.
Okay, so yeah.
You're right. Okay.
Phil kind of said it. We're dealing with part 3 of the crossover. It is entitled Crisis in a Half Show. In a half show. And you want to know something really cool about this?
What?
The 80th anniversary coincided with the 35th anniversary of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so that's pretty. I thought that was pretty cool. So let's get into it.
And when they kind of did like the modified version, origin of the Turtles in this, and like the kid dropping the bull and stuff, I was like, oh, there's Daredevil too.
No, DC didn't want none of that.
I know.
Let's see. We have James the Fourth back again. For the writer, we have Freddie E. Williams with Kevin Eastman on art. We got Jeremy Colwell for colors. Letters, Tom Nilipatano. We got the editor, James Chadwick, and of course, these were published by DC Comics with IDW get a little kickback.
I know, and surprisingly, they're on the DC Infinite app.
Really?
Yeah, all 3 series were on the app. Yep.
Well, yeah, this is from published date May 1st, 2019.
Oh, it's a published date. It's not the cover date.
Not the cover date. We don't do that here. Okay, so we'll get into it. We start off with red lightning storm lights up the Gotham City sky. We see Batman sensing something is off after some weird dream he had. He gets a message that something's going on. This is like old school Batman 66. Natural History Museum!
Yes. Stay tuned for next month, kids.
Exactly. It contacts his family to meet him at the emergency call. Meanwhile, in an alleyway, no, not that alleyway, maybe it is that alleyway, we're not sure, a homeless man is approached by someone that says they are not from this world. Meanwhile, at the Natural History Museum, see? Harley Quinn! Yeah, they shoehorned her in here, guys. Holds everyone inside the museum hostage with the help of, can you guess? Clayface, Killer Croc, Deadshot, and Smile Clan. The Smile Clan?
The Smile Clan. I wonder who's in charge of that.
Exactly. So Commissioner Gordon calls in backup to handle things, and then the Laughing Man, Ray, they agree with you. Right. Gordon is too late, and the Laughing Man attacks him from behind, just like Bruce does. Laughing Man reveals he's already got the GCPD crew to be a part of the Smile Clan, and then we see Harley runs to the Laughing Man to tell him that Batman has arrived, and at that moment, Batman shows up and starts fighting with Laughing Man. In another part of the museum, Raphael has managed to knock out Killer Croc with a sneak attack. I don't know, I feel like a Croc could beat a turtle unless it was a snap. I don't want to get into the logistics, never mind. It was a sneak attack.
Well, I mean, I guess in this combined universe, Croc is even worse at his job than normal.
I didn't think that was possible, but here we are! Then Clayface notices this, but is frozen by Donatello. Harley Quinn goes after Raphael and Donatello, along with her hyenas. And then Michelangelo actually knocks Harley Quinn down like she was Venus. He is then able to tame Harley's hyenas. Then we get to the second level of the museum, and Deadshot prepares to kill Raphael, but Donatello and as well as Donatello and Michelangelo. Before he can take his shot, Leonardo kicks Deadshot off the second floor like a metal Optimus Prime from the 80s. Leonardo, Raphael, Donatello, and Michelangelo team up to take on the rest of the Smile Clan. And then even in another part of the museum, because if you don't know, if you actually have never been to your natural history museum in your local city or your state or whatever, they're pretty big. And fun fact, Pittsburgh has a really kick-ass one. Have you ever been, Phil?
Oh yeah, it's been a while, but yes, I have.
I like the gemstone part of the museum. It's like right after you get through the dinosaurs. Yeah, it's a pretty cool part of the museum. Anyway, go support your local museums and local libraries. Let's see. In another part of the museum, Batman and Laughing Man continue to go back and forth in their fight. Laughing Man suddenly pulls out a purple crystal that causes Batman to see both Joker and Shredder. Isn't it kind of funny that Shredder and Joker both share purple because purple is a villain color?
Yes.
And so is green, ironically, right? Which is why they were originally done in black and white, but that's not my business. But yeah, I think that was kind of funny. I don't think that Joker and Shredder really mesh well, but we'll get into that later.
I know. I think they were just like, arch villain. They're
yeah. No. This throws Batman off long enough for Laughing Man to get Harley Quinn to activate the explosives within the museum. As the explosives go off, Batman regroups with the Turtles, and they all leave before the entire museum collapses on top of them. They really love blowing stuff up in these crossovers, don't they?
Oh, yeah.
Outside the museum, Officer Casey Jones helps Commissioner Gordon. Yeah, right. That guy is definitely screaming AFAB, but, none of my business. He helps him get out of the museum safely. Commissioner Gordon wonders why Casey didn't take the Laughing Man's offer like the other cops. Casey says he only takes order from the commissioner. Oh, I'm sensing a new love interest.
Oh, boy.
Then, of course, what would a crossover be without someone in the shadows watching all of it happen? Cut to Wayne Enterprises, and a pizza delivery arrives. The security guard tells the janitor to throw the pizzas into a specific trash chute, and that trash chute leads to the Batcave lair. Ugh, the worst mashup in this universe, honestly. It's so confusing. We see Michelangelo happily receive the pizzas, and he's passing them out to the boys. Then we see Master Splinter approach Bruce Wayne, who is meditating, and it's like, oh, I got a dead figure. Don't you love that? Mm-hmm. And Bruce tells Master Splinter about his dream, that the Laughing Man looked like someone else he calls the Joker. Now he feels a little lost because of it, because Bruce has to be super special, and he's the only one that can see the truth, whatever. Master Splinter reminds Bruce that he has done his best to raise Bruce after his parents died, endeavoring to give him a true home and teaching him to be a ninja along with his brother so that he does not feel alone. This is my favorite part of the first issue. I think it's very cute and sweet. Aww. I think James finally got it. I think he got a lot of complaints from the Turtle fans. And like I said in the previous one, it's like, the boys actually live a life that Bruce probably envies. Yeah, they live in a sewer, but they actually are a family with love and a father figure, something that he's just so desperate for. So I think that was good to follow up on that. Because, he did hand, him the book. He gave him the book to train to be one of the Robins. So I feel like we're following up on that, and I like that. And then Leonardo reminds Bruce that he needs to calm his mind if they have any hope of defeating the Smile Clan. Bruce laughs knowing Leonardo is right and says he just needs to get some sleep. Suddenly, Earth Prime Raphael appears in the Batcave, and Earth Prime Raphael reveals to everyone that their world has been messed with, in case you couldn't tell, to make them all weaker. Elsewhere, yes, finally, Krang is told that Earth Prime Raphael has appeared. Krang is happy, is shown to be happy about this, as now Batman and the Turtles will understand the rules to his multiverse. Bum, 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 bum.
Krang is basically using the Anti-Monitor as a body.
I mean, same difference if we're being honest.
Well, yeah.
If you know, you know. Well, I mean, technically, if you go off the animated, it kind of makes sense where they're.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That. So yeah, let's see. You got any trivia you want to share? Because I mean, we got a lot to get through. So.
No, not trivia, but again, yeah, these two merged universes. I mean, it just got me thinking. Did you see? I guess Marvel and DC are actually going to play ball, and they're going to be putting out a omnibus of like the Marvel DC crossover, like a lot of the Marvel DC crossovers.
Well, the economy's bad. Of course they are.
Yeah, including. It's
not like they're doing anything new. No, it would be earth-shattering if they did something new.
Yeah,
which is not possible in this day and age.
Including the Batman Daredevil issue by our friend Mr. D.D. Chichester is going to be in there.
Yes.
I hope he's getting checked. I hope all of them are getting.
Of course, everybody's getting shekels. Nice. That's how that works. Well, you know what? We can ask him actually. Make a note. Okay, hopefully Noel is one of the two people watching. You can lurk, it's fine. I'm just hoping it's Noel because he hasn't read these yet.
Or maybe he is maybe he's waiting to listen to this until he reads it.
Okay, let's get to part 2. It is Crisis and a Half Show part 2, same team. Date published is June 5th, 2019. Oh, we're getting real close to the before time. We're in the before times. We're getting real close to the sicky times.
Exactly.
Let's see. The brief synopsis. Kang's true power has been revealed. Now it's up to Batman and the Trolls to stop him, but their only hope may lie with a strange yet familiar visitor from another world. So we open up this episode in the Batcave lair, which, you know, it's gonna grow on you, but it's still weird to look at. How do you feel about the Batcave lair? Like,
I mean, it's cute because, like, I know, like, in that first issue, you could see, like, the turtle blimp in there, and
yeah.
Again, it's just like a weird vibe of like the sewer and like, you know, the 70s Batcave under the Wayne Tower and stuff, but
it's definitely an interesting artistic choice, and I love that they have capes, by the way, for their design because it's the merged world. Because what's Batman without his cape and cowl, you know?
Well, yeah, because they're dressed like the Robins, yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was a really nice touch. In the Batcave lair, the Turtles and Batman face off against Earth Prime Raphael. Batman tells EP Raphael that he is going to pay for breaking into their home. Earth Prime Raphael replies that he needs some exercise after all the dimension hopping. Like, come on, babes. We live in a world of mother boxes and boom tubes. Like, come on. Meanwhile, as the group attacks Earth Prime Raphael, Robin, which, you know, Mikey in this case, points out that this appears to be Raph, a weird, non-clothed Raphael. And then Red Robin, who is Donatello, says they can't let him escape, to which Splinter states that he doesn't believe Earth Prime Raphael wants to escape. So Earth Prime Raphael proceeds to give the Turtles a whipping, and he chuckles and says that good old Master Splinter is as sharp in any universe, because that's true. That's a universal constant. Splinter is a badass and respected. Then he tells the Turtles not to sweat getting beat because he's been this longer than they have. He also says that with 5 of them against him, they should be whooping him all over the place, but oddly they are not. He has managed to dodge every blow Batman attempts. See, Ray? We're doing great, Batman. You should be listening to this. That Batman tries to land on him. Batman didn't manage to know who he is, and he just replies that he's the original package. Cute. Just such a smart ass. You know, it's very Peter Parker vibes.
Exactly.
He says they are. He says that they are confused because they don't know who they are, who they're meant to be. He then proceeds to tell them their origin story. Hooray! We get an origin story. Batman exclaims that it is a lie, that he knows their history, that his father bought him 4 turtles. And as they cut through an alleyway, his parents were killed. He says that Master Splinter found all of them and raised them together as a family, training them all together. Listen, those panels are so damn good. I love it.
Oh, the black and white?
Such a good job. Yeah. Because that's an old, an homage, obviously, to the original Turtles that were drawn in black and white. And I thought that was just really nice. Like I said, they brought in Kevin Eastman because I think people were complaining that James was giving Batman all the love and kind of like downgrading the Turtles. Mm-hmm. And I think that's a really interesting choice to, it's a really interesting choice who they decided would be each Robin.
Yes. I mean,
and it rings true.
Leonardo is Nightwing.
Yeah.
Raphael is Red Hood. Like you said, Michelangelo is, basically Damien, and then Donatello is Tim Red Robin.
Because it's funny, because Mikey's the one that, you know, got into it with him, and they were always playing, like, that damn My Little Pony game. So, yeah, I thought that was really interesting. Then Earth Prime Raphael tells Batman that's not his story. He's like, just hold on for a second. I'll get to that later, what really happened to you. Mm-hmm. And I was just like, oh, Okay. He tosses the device to Donatello and tells him to plug that into one of the computer screens. Don comments to Red Hood, aka this world's Raphael, and then Earth Prime Raphael. It's like, hey, you know, he kind of sounds like he's like, I don't like that. And of course, you already mentioned Nightwing, who Leonardo says he doesn't like it because everything Earth Prime Raphael has said rings true. And like somehow they all kind of like really feel like it resonates deep down. So you know, Krang didn't do too good of a job. Earth Prime Raphael tells him that it was an ordinary night in the city, and he'd been out getting some air due to having a fight with Earth Prime Leonardo. He noticed the purple dragons moving in on Foot Clan territory, and that innocent people were getting hurt. Decided they needed to feel a little pain. Earth Prime Raphael leapt down into the streets, but at first he didn't notice the sky turning red. It's always red sky and lightning. Damn you, Barry!
Well, again, I mean, it's a homage to Crisis, yeah.
Yes, of course. Then this spaceship appeared, bigger than the city, crackling with that same red lightning. That's when purple dragons surrounded him and attacked him, and then everything went black. Earth Prime Raphael asks if Donnie has that thing plugged in, and he tells him to turn it on. When he does, it displays something that Earth Prime Raphael managed to record, a large piece of machinery called the Crisis Tower and the Technodrome. Yeah, okay, they could have came up with better words for that, but it's fine. The 4 Earth Prime Turtles are trapped. Earth Prime Raphael tells Earth Prime Donatello he's going to smash that robot. Then Earth Prime Donatello asks if he's alright, and Earth Prime Raphael says, yeah, he's just got a headache. He always loved to downplay it. Gotta love that for him. Then we see a giant exosuit containing Krang. It is, of course, the exosuit is basically the anti-monitor. Mm-hmm. And he's gloating. He's like, haha, I found you. It's giving real bad villain twirling energy, but that's Krang, and we love him for that. So he explains the concept of the multiverse, dozens of worlds similar to but different from their own. They were the first. Earth, from which all the other Earths flow, and the fact that he's never faced them, never beaten them, explains all his previous failures. Okay. I really didn't want to do a Crisis storyline. It's cute, it's fine, but like, it's so confusing sometimes.
Well,
like,
again, if you want to do the whole merging thing, yeah, you kind of have to.
You kind of have to. I get it, but it could have been executed a little bit better.
Yeah.
So he has this ambitious plan to reign supreme, and it requires 2 multiverses. Then he says, you know, I'm going to trap Batman. Well, he turns to a trap Batman. He goes, isn't that right? And I'm just like, okay, you trapped Batman. Ray, really, this is your story. We are not in bad God territory. I don't know about that, actually. How do you feel about that?
I mean, again, the story demands it. And 2, I mean, so is this the Silver Age Batman, you think? Or, I don't know.
It would almost have to be, right?
I guess. Yeah, because at first I wanted it to be like Adam West, but I'm like, that's not Adam West.
No, definitely not Adam West.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Oh, also, there is a variant cover I did want to mention. I don't have it, and I'm very sad that I don't have it, but it's an homage to the first issue of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I got the basic one, unfortunately.
Oh, my.
Yeah.
I'm
still trying to track that thing down. Anyway, so then Batman turns from... Batman's like, I don't know who you are, but, you know, I'm going to stop you. And I'm just like, I hope so. Anything goes in this merged world for now, at least until issue 5. So Batman turns from the playback and expresses surprise that it's another him. Earth Prime Raphael says he told him he was getting to the story. And then they go back to the recording where Krang says that he now wields the 2 worlds he needs and can create a combined multiverse of his own design. And then he orders the Crisis Tower to be activated to begin merging the worlds. So the original Turtles and Batman shout as the process begins. Batman manages to free himself, and then the Turtles. Batman goes directly to the part of the ship and takes out the device that he says will allow them to travel between dimensions. And he says that they have to get into the new multiverse Krang's creating and break it back open from the inside. Convenient plot point is convenient. I don't think that's how that works. something quantum entanglement maybe? I don't know. The alarm sounds that the prisoners have escaped and they are quickly surrounded. Batman tells the Turtles to run, that he can handle the enemy. But Earth Prime Leonardo says there are too many and he'll be killed. And I'm like, that's fine. He's a grown man. Let him make his own choices. Earth Prime Leonardo tells Donnie to take the device since he's the smartest. But Earth Prime Donatello is knocked down and loses the device. And it lands at... Oh, like, how bad? It's like, Donnie, go! And it's like, oh, guess it's up to Raph. We're dead. So yeah, it lands at Earth Prime Raphael's feet, and Earth Prime Leonardo yells that it's up to him. And that is how Earth Prime Raphael wound up where he is, telling the story. Duh. He tells the group that he and his brothers have never faced the Krang before, but that they have, and beaten him time and time again. Earth Prime Raphael says that he's been all over 2 multiverses trying to find them, and that this is the world Krang came from, where his multiversal weapons came from. So he merged their histories so that they can't resist him, because I don't really understand it. They're merged histories, so it's like that weird thing where they're not their pure selves. So
I don't know if it's.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah, it's kind of loose, but it's kind of like, is it just because Krang has merged them, he kind of has power over? I don't know.
It's giving what's that, Sire Bond or something? I don't know, but yeah, that's the weakest part of the story.
Mm-hmm.
For me, for sure. So then Batman asks how they're supposed to do what he's asking. Earth Prime Raphael says he doesn't know. He's not the clever one. He's the one who hits things until they relent. Same, bud. Same. And in Travels, he's learned how these worlds are meant to be, and they have to set things right, and they have to do it quick. He says that Krang has been hunting him for weeks, and that by now he knows he's here, and there's no telling who he'll turn to next. Who he'll turn to. Then we see the Laughing Man. He turns at the sound of a voice telling that he knows something is wrong in this world, something that threatens all the power he's gathered. And then Laughing Man sees a huge image of Krang speaking to him. Krang says that he's the one who's going to give him everything he needs to win. And I'm like, babes, we don't work with the Joker. The Joker cannot be tamed.
A wild dog.
Yep.
Ah!
Part 3.
I turned the page and I saw an ad for Event Leviathan by Bendis. I was like, nah.
Yeah. So this is super recent.
Yeah.
We're in a terrible time in DC Comics, to be honest. My copy has what is the Batman Who Laughs planning. So yeah. If that puts you in the time frame of where we're supposed to be, in the main DC continuity.
Remember we're milking that cow, kids?
They're still milking that cow. I was just at the comic book store. They have like a whole new one out, don't they?
The Batman Who Laughs.
Or was it the White Knight? It might have been the White Knight universe. We also milked that today.
Oh, maybe, yeah.
Okay, so we open up. We're doing the Batman thing. Years ago, in New Gotham City, 2 men are loaded some chemicals into a truck, where they are held up at gunpoint by a man identifying himself as Chill. Just Chill. Down the street, the Wayne family are exiting a showing of Mark of Zorro at the Monarch Theater when Thomas hears Chill's gunfire in the distance. Martha, however, is undeterred and is more focused on a glass bowl of turtles that her son Bruce is purchasing from a nearby vendor. Martha relents in letting him have them, and if he will take care of them and name them. Bruce has been learning about artists in school and names them Raphael, Donatello, Michelangelo, and Leonardo. Like a rich person.
Fancy private schools.
Exactly. Heading through a shortcut to their car, the Waynes are suddenly faced with Chill in the speeding truck. Thomas pushes Bruce out of the way, sending his turtles crashing into an open manhole, while he and Martha are crushed beneath it. Damn. That's a little more brutal, personally. Some of those chemicals fall out of the truck and follow the turtles into a manhole. A distraught Bruce falls into the manhole as well, passing a rat on the way down.
Mm-hmm.
Cut to present time, and we see Splinter and Bruce discuss the facts that they remember both this incident in a new separate history. Splinter wonders what Bruce might have become in a world where he didn't have 3 brothers to process his grief with. Okay. Bruce thinks about that, where he would have been in this world, and decides to go there, seeking answers. And he vanishes mid-conversation with Splinter. Because he still does that. That's his thing. Everybody hates when he does it, but he still does it. You know why? Because he's an emo kid.
I love when Splinter says, I never should have taught him that trick.
Exactly. I like that little tie-in. That was really cute. So there's like this plan to wake people up to their true history in order to dismantle the multiverse created by Krang. And the plan that they're making also involves the turtles wearing the bandanas from their true history. Oh, but I like the capes. But of course the other Raphael refuses, saying he only wears what he wants. He argues with the other one while Don and Leo try to calm him down. And Michelangelo acts disinterested, more enthused than if the real Michelangelo knows how to get a high score in They did it again. Mark your bingo cards. So the other Raph declares that the first person they'll need to wake up is named April. Yes, that April, finally.
Yes.
Bruce makes his way to Wayne Manor, which is in a state of like absolute raggediness. But more importantly, we cut over to April O'Neil, who's talking to Sarah Liz as she checks out of work, knowing that Dr. Stockman almost remembered her name for once. Sarah says she should join them at Henry's bar for drinks, but April says she'll just head home with a pizza. On her way to the subway, though, she is accosted by the Laughing Man and the Smile Clan, saying that a big floaty hologram brain with a face told him to find her. Like, get off the drugs, bro. So, yeah. And that they would be looking for her as well, meaning the Turtles and Batman. April has no idea who they are, but, you know, they reveal themselves and fight with the Smile Clan. It's giving the movie. It's giving the first movie. Partway through the fight, April suddenly remembers Donnie. Yeah. But, like, can we just pause for a second and talk about that first movie? Like, basically, she was almost ready to bang those turtles. Am I wrong? Like, she left them in their apartment. Like, she had no problem. Didn't find it. Like, that first one seems a little problematic upon rewatch as an adult with a fully developed frontal lobe.
Yeah.
Like, don't get me wrong, I like all three, but I think number 2 is the best one.
It's been so long since I rewatched this, but yeah, I mean,
you gotta rewatch them, man. They're good. They actually hold up pretty well.
But I do remember there were some, it seemed like almost...
Well, besides that Vanilla Ice scene.
Go Ninja, go Ninja.
Still his best song. Fight me, I don't care.
Oh, damn. But yeah, it's yeah, I don't know, sometimes it's, yeah. Well, I mean, a lot of turtle stuff, it seems like sometimes there's sexual vibes.
Anyway.
Well, was it intentional? I don't know.
I mean, if it's a movie, it's always intentional. That's the way that I read it. Because again, cut back to just circle back to another podcast. Directors are sick in the head. They really are. So cut to back at the Wayne Manor, and we see this elderly, bearded dweller of the property approach Bruce with a gun. And you know it's Alfred Pennyworth, baby, because he loves guns.
That's right.
And he's like, he recognizes Bruce, and then he's like, oh, and they start to remember their origin, and you're just sad for them that they've lost all this time. Because, like, while Splinter's cool to have as a dad, let's all be real. Bruce is probably really Alfred's kid.
Exactly.
If the Pennyworth show is to be believed.
It's so what? Bruce never went to check up on Alfred, and Alfred's like, "Yeah, the kid never came back. The house is mine now."
Well, technically, right? He was the legal guardian. He wasn't actually the butler. He was like his legal guardian. He was because butlers technically, like back in the olden times, were like actually estate managers, and they actually like managed other things than like the staff and like the finances and stuff. So I figure if like Bruce like died and disappeared, like that's all his. But like I think he was too. The assumption is he was too distraught with grief because he was actually close to the Wayne family, and to also lose Bruce too, you know?
Yeah.
I guess is how I'm reading that. But, like, again, this is a weird merged universe, so we can't really read too much into it.
True.
But there are some things left to be inferred. But yeah, that was kind of sad for me. That's kind of like, oh yeah, Alfred. Think of Alfred! So we cut to the Laughing Man, who is fighting Raphael, and he, like, lets Krang know. And then they kind of zap Ralph away. But before he vanishes, he tells the other Turtles that they need the Smile Clan's real leader to be found, and for them to return back to the Foot. The Laughing Man and his Smile soldiers disappear with a smoke bomb, which is pretty fucking cool, honestly.
Oh, yeah.
I wish the Joker used smoke bombs in real life. That would be so cool. April tells the Turtles that she thinks who they need to go after. And then Ralph realizes that his Mirage counterpart was right about everything. And then also we cut back to Wayne Manor one more time, where red electricity strikes and Alfred and Bruce continue to regain their memories. They set the grandfather clock to open a secret passage and proceed to head down. Elsewhere, the Ninja Turtles, now clad in their actual real gear that we have grown to know and love, approach a man training with heavy bags. Who could it be? He calls him by his real name and says, "You were once our fiercest enemy," and tells him they need his help. And it's like, babe, Shredder would not keep helping y'all. Sorry, he wouldn't.
I know.
All right, part 4. This is my least favorite cover. That is Nightmare Fuel.
What, the Smile?
Yeah, I don't like the Harley Quinn design either, personally.
Yeah, the whole thing. I'm like, are they going for like I guess it's supposed to be a ninja look, but it looks like medieval. The Harley look to me. I'm just like.
Yeah, and anytime I see like Batman and medieval, it reminds me of that terrible medieval fucking Batman movie. You know the one, that Ninjaro or whatever.
Oh yeah, I know. I still haven't watched it, but yeah,
I watched 20 minutes of it and I couldn't get through the rest. Okay, issue 4 brings us to August 7th of 2019. It's still the same team. So we pick up where we left off. We see a Smile Soldier hanging upside down in chains in front of a large target, throwing knives as they whiz past his head. He stammers that he came to deliver a message about a problem. So it seems in the last few hours, 3 of their weapon depot warehouses have gone offline, and they're empty and burning. Pan out to the Smile Clan headquarters. Laughing Man has killed a number of Smile Soldiers with the knives and now wields a sword. He approaches the hanging soldier, who is held up by, Cannon Fodder, Clayface, and Killer Croc. Laughing Man curses the bat and demands and his damned turtles. Then the soldier tells him that it didn't seem to be them. There was a message that said the foot is rising. It said the Shredder has returned. He's like, who the hell is the Shredder? Then as a warehouse burns nearby, Shredder stands on a building ledge looking out over a group of former Smile Soldiers who have discarded their smile masks. Now garbed as foot soldiers, they kneel before him like his name was Zod. Scores of additional foot soldiers stand in the streets below. He demands to know if the new group members remember who they serve, and they say yes. And at least they're not teenage boys. That was something that was really creepy about the movie, actually.
What? Oh, yeah.
I was just like, I don't know that I like the vibes that he's got child soldiers.
Who is he? Professor X?
Exactly.
Or Batman?
Everyone should strive to have the bar slightly higher than Professor X. So then they serve and they say yes. He tells them to join the others because they aren't close to finished. Shredder then turns his head to speak to the turtles, who he sees in the shadows. He makes certain they know he is simply rebuilding what was taken from him and is upholding the rules of their arrangement. Now he has no one has died by his hand, but he's like, it's best for you not to test that alliance. That though, right?
True.
Well, a little sassy. The Turtles and Batman step out of the shadows. Raphael tells him that every member of the Foot Clan he brings back to their core selves weakens Krang's hold on this world, but some people outweigh others. Batman says they need to draw out the Laughing Man out of the shadows and make him remember who he really is. To quote Lion King, remember who you are. Shredder states that he won't draw him out. He'll go to him in the night and slit his throat in order to take back what is rightfully his. And I'm like, either way. As he starts to walk away, the others follow. The turtles wonder if they should knock him out and forget everything. But he's like, no. Batman's like, our work's not finished. If he kills him, he kills him. I'm okay with that. I still got Gordon. It's good. Leonardo steps in front of the Shredder and reminds him that they have to put their broken world back together, which means no killing the Laughing Man. Shredder turns to Batman to state that as his nemesis, how many of his allies has Laughing Man destroyed? Batman still can't remember everything, but he knows how dangerous he is in either form. Shredder wants to know if he's ready to lose that danger back into the world. Well, if I kill a killer, the world will still just be the same amount of killers, see?
Well,
shut up!
That's why he killed 2.
Exactly. Or, just a big bomb at the Arkham Asylum, whatever. Shredder wants to know if he's ready to lose that danger back into the world. Batman says he knows it needs to be done and knows where it needs to happen. Cut to standing on a tall building. The Laughing Man shouts for Krang into an angry red sky. Been there, buddy, in a tornado. Demands to know what he will get from their bargains, since it seems he's losing control of the city. Krang cautions him on his tone, reminding him that he's disposable. I'm like, babes, if anybody's disposable between the two of you, if we're gonna be honest, yeah. Reminding him, Laughing Man says to either dispose of him or give him what he needs, because Joker don't care, bro. In response, Krang delivers him my least favorite thing in the whole DC world, a mother box. Thank you, Snyderverse. which he explains will open up a gateway to the Ultra Technodrome and unleash his forces upon the world when the time is right. Krang tells Laughing Man that there is something he needs to do first. Looks like he might want to murder all the other players who are capable of tipping the scales back. Yeah, that would be probably my number one priority too. And he's like, I think I should have done that before I did all this. And I'm like, hindsight's 20/20, huh, bud? And that's why you're more disposable than the Joker. Just saying, Krang's not a real good planner.
No.
Cut to the new Gotham Police Department, where Commissioner Gordon learns of another burning warehouse and receives a report that more of Laughing Man's stash is gone. And it's like, good for you. Like, that's actually good news. Don't stop it.
Yeah.
And then finally Bullock shows up. And he marks off the warehouse on a map and says the Smile Clan's getting weaker and weaker, and now they have more of a chance to, like, really, get back at the crime or whatever they're planning on doing. Who really knows? It's New Gotham Police. Let's be real. Gordon isn't thrilled at the idea of trading one devil for another since they don't know exactly what's going on. He turns to Casey Jones and orders him to the site of the burning warehouses. But before he can continue on those orders, my baby girl, April O'Neil, enters the room and the whole room goes on mute. She asks to steal Casey for a minute, but Gordon asks if she should be there, and April just smiles and says, definitely not. Casey escorts her to a staircase, explaining that the whole floor is restricted. April tells her name and that she has something to give him before they get here. And then we kind of hear a sound that startles the pair, and April shoves the golf club bag she's carrying into Casey's arms, cursing that someone is there earlier than expected, and she races down the stairs. He opens up the bag, and he finds it filled with sports equipment. Not to be confused with Sportsmaster. That's a whole nother guy, guys. Exactly. In another area of the police station, Laughing Man is murdering officers with his throwing knives. He tells them he admires their restraint and not joining up with his clan, but he'll give them one last chance to live. And I say have fun storming the castle. All he needs is the location of an officer named Casey Jones. His massacre is interrupted by the Turtles, now back in their signature gear. They attack, telling him they know he's working with Krang. Donatello tries to make the Laughing Man understand whatever promises Krang has given to him, they're lies. The Laughing Man says, no idea what's been promised, but I can't imagine whoever he was fighting before wanting anything more. Like, he's got a point. You can't really negotiate with the Joker. Like, you just can't.
No.
And so, he actually managed to get the drop on Mikey, and I'm like, wow, good for you. He wraps an arm around his neck, and he's like, I'll kill him if you don't give me Casey. And I'm just like, give him Casey.
Oh, God.
We can honestly do without Casey Jones. He's kind of one of my least favorite characters, if I'm being honest.
Really?
I never really... Okay, so the thing with Casey Jones is that, him and April have a thing, but, like, she's not meant to be with him. Like, unnecessary love triangle. I don't like... So that's why I don't like Felicity mainly. It's like she was an unnecessary obstacle.
Yeah.
And ended up completely derailing the whole actual way that the show was supposed to go. This is how I feel about Casey Jones. He's a cool character on his own, and I totally feel like they should have long given him his own spinoff.
Yeah.
He would do better with that than, being this peripheral to the Turtles permanently, with April kind of dragging him down and making a certain side of the fandom hate him a little bit. That's all. From behind, Casey announces his presence, and then he strikes Laughing Man across the head with a hockey stick. Yay, hockey stick. That's what hockey sticks are for, beating people up, obviously. This frees Mikey, who joins his brothers in standing next to Casey, who is now wearing his hockey mask and has the bag strapped to his back. He asks the Turtles if this is going to make sense to him on the other end, and Raphael says, sorta. With, in good spirits. This is the one thing about Casey. He's always down for a fight, so he's like, good enough. Mm-hmm. So this pisses off Laughing Man, and he starts attacking, but the Turtles taunt him. And you know what this vibe gives me? It gives me when Terry was facing the Joker, right? And he just gives him a dose of his own medicine. He's like, God, you're not even funny. This is the vibes that gives. So yeah. Turtles tell him saying he's not the top ninja in town and has a rival for the throne. Laughing Man says he'll kill them, but it's like, yeah, you're not scary. And you clearly don't watch the news. He uses the remote to activate one of the TV's monitor on the wall. Standing center screen is the Shredder, and all around him are his Foot Clan. Shredder informs Gotham that the city belongs to the Foot Clan, and they will bring those who did not heed his call to their knees. This pisses him off more, and he just disappears with the smoke pellet. Sometimes you gotta run and you gotta turn tail, You gotta keep those Joker nuggets covered.
That's... yeah.
After he's gone, the Turtles turn to Commissioner Gordon, who demands they get away from him. Donatello brings out a device which displays a hologram of Batman, who he calls his friend Jim, and they tell him something big is about to happen. They need his help to keep the people safe. This lame-ass interaction awakens Gordon's memory, who asks where Batman is trying to lure the Laughing Man. And, where else? Ace freaking Chemicals.
Yes.
At the Ace Chemical plant, Splinter and Batman wait. Splinter can sense something still troubling Batman, who says there is some key to everything that he doesn't remember. Alfred informs him that the Laughing Man is approaching, and then when Laughing Man reaches the plant, he kicks open a wall and sees that Clayface, Killer Croc, Deadshot, and Harley Quinn have been captured by the Shredder. Damn, even Harley? Even Deadshot?
Right.
I mean, this is post-Suicide Squad. That's crazy. Harley shouts that it's a trap, that Shredder is working with Batman, but Laughing Man doesn't care. He's determined to kill Shredder. On a walkway above the vats filled with chemicals, ooh, this feels a little familiar, Shredder taunts Laughing Man, calling him a clown. That's a little too on the nose, but okay. In the vehicle outside, Alfred and April watch the action on the video monitor. Shredder tells them to keep the line clear because it's time. Laughing Man charges Shredder, and suddenly Batman leaps onto the platform. He addresses his foe as Joker and says to take his hand so he can remember who he is. If these motherfuckers ain't lovers, if this ain't telling you for sure that Batman and Joker bang on the weekends with Jim Gordon watching in the corner, I don't know what to tell you.
Oh my.
Confirmation. I'm sorry. Take my hand? Really? I'm just saying.
Oh, that's naughty.
Okay. So anyway, sorry for that rant.
But no, that just gets to me too, because it's like everyone else gets their memories back. It just, just by talking or something, or just getting reminded. Joker has to get dropped into that vat.
Yeah. But then it's like Joker said, but Laughing Man backs away screaming for Batman not to touch him. And I'm just like, oh, you're running away from the gay thoughts. It's okay.
Whoa.
Laughing Man explosive into the walkway, ripping it in half. Batman clings to a support, but his adversary begins to fall toward a vat of green liquid. Batman reaches out and catches him in his arm, giving Gwen Stacy vibes. Not my business. Not my business.
Where's the Joker nuggets?
So the man who has started to remember to take his hand. Joker doesn't want to remember, though he admits he hears laughter. Batman tells him to listen to the laughter, but Joker uses one of his throwing knives to slash Batman's arm, forcing him to let go, making him break his one rule, yeah? Joker plummets into the vat just before a loud explosion sounds from outside. Splinter, Casey, and the Turtles race into the building. Batman approaches Harley and asks if she remembers who she is, touching her shoulder. Her memory comes back, and the first thing she asks about is Mr. J. She should have said pudding, but, can't get all the bonus points. Then we hear hysterical laughter echo through the building, and they all look up to see Joker standing on a tall vat. He tosses the Laughing Man mask on the ground in front of Batman and says, "Chaos offers opportunity." Joker lifts the mother box overhead. The gateway opens, and dozens of Krang's robots pour into the building from overhead. Still laughing, Joker asks, "You didn't really think I was gonna help you, did you? You damn idiot." Ba, 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 ba. To be continued. I love that last page. She was so badass.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was the penultimate. Well, no, the penultimate's the penultimate. I just want to say penultimate, so on my cheat day I can drink. Don't judge me, though. Issue 5. We got a published date of September 4th, 2019. Same team. I feel like somebody else did the cover art on the variant, but I can't find it, so never mind. So yeah, let's go. We start, so we just open up right where we kind of left off. Batman, the Turtles, Casey Jones, Master Splinter, and Shredder are battling the anti-monitor / Krang's robots that Joker unleashed by using that stupid-ass mother box. During the fight, Batman gives Michelangelo some taser rings to use on the bots. As the fight gets more intense, Batman is able to get to Joker. Batman quickly gets the mother box the Joker was holding and tosses it to Donatello. Joker makes mention about a crowbar. Ooh, nasty work. This causes Batman to remember when Joker killed Jason Todd. Look, if he didn't kill you then, he ain't gonna kill you now. Batman realizes that they can't win with the things as they are. He tells the Turtles that it's something he needs to do and swings away. Besides cry. Master Splinter tells the Turtles that Batman is likely going to get another piece of the world so that everything can be set right. He then tells the Turtles that they must go to the other side and defeat Anti-Monitor Krang. As the Turtles activate the mother box, Splinter asks Shredder if he can hold off the robots on his own. Shredder says that should not be a problem and calls the Foot Clan to back him up in this fight against the robots. I like the design of their robots.
Oh yeah, they're pretty cool.
they're not going to do bots, but they're pretty cool for bots. Meanwhile, Splinter joins April O'Neil and Alfred Pennyworth in the Batmobile. I like this design of the Batmobile as well. Mm-hmm. So they're gonna go search for Batman. At the same time, the Turtles all jump into the portal Joker created using the mother box, and inside the Ultra Technodrome Anti-Monitor Krang is freaking out that things aren't going as he planned because he's a big whiny baby. We know that's his thing. He sends more of his bots to keep his plans together, and then he continues to freak out as the girls sneak their way through the Ultra Technodrome. He's just bad at his job. Like, I don't know how he thought he was going to pull this off, honestly. This is like way too many parts to the plan. Yeah. Back in Gotham City, Alfred and Master Splinter contact Batman to find out where he is. Batman reveals he did not run away from the fight, but instead he went looking for help. And Master Splinter and Alfred then see the bat signal lighting up the sky. Lame. Inside the Ultra Technodrome, the Turtles have been able to break the original black and white Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles free from the Anti-Monitor Krang's device. How cool is that? I love that for us. Did you like that? I don't know how you.
What, the black and white turtles?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that was cool. That was very cool.
It's like, well, Kevin Eastman is here. You might as well pay homage more than once. So yeah. At the same time, Alfred and Master Splinter find Batman atop the Gotham City Police Department, standing next to the bat signal. Batman reveals that when he started remembering his original memories, it felt like he was sacrificing the life that he had with family and Master Splinter and the Turtles. Alfred reminds Batman that he's there for him because that's his real dad. Oh, now that I think about it, that's probably why he raises Damien as his own, even though he knows it's not his own.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's all kind of coming full circle. Anyway, Batman says that's why he turned on the bat signal. Before Alfred can get a full answer from Batman, the Ultra Technodrome appears in Gotham City. Alfred asks what the three of them will do. He goes, well, we're not alone. And then boom, bang, ping, Nightwing, Batgirl, Red Robin, Red Hood, and Robin appear. And Batman's got his real family for some backup. I was like, about damn time. About damn time. And you just know Nightwing and Batgirl were banging and they got the signal, looked up and got their memories. Go, oh man, we gotta be child soldiers again.
Oh.
Anyway, inside the Ultra Technodrome, Anti-Monitor Krang discovers that the Turtles have released both the original Turtles team and an alternate universe Batman wearing the yellow oval logo that he captured. He tells the robots to get the energy emitter ready to destroy Gotham City. He's like, I'm going to rebuild everything from scratch. And I'm like, same, bud. Same. It's a little weird when you feel like a little relatable to the villain, but I too would like to watch the world burn and start over.
I was going to say, are you used to it by now?
It's not even election time technically yet. Like, it's not even October, which is when it's going to get real crazy. So I just want to burn the world before that happens. So we cut to Donatello and the others using the mother box to stop the Anti-Monitor Krang. Batman contacts Donatello to use the mother box to create a new portal. Donatello isn't really sure how to use the mother box, and then Batman reveals he's like, well, I have someone who can help you walk through the process. So they work on opening the portal, and then Anti-Monitor Krang finally finds them all, and then right when that happens and he's about to attack everyone, like some form of slut magic, they're able to open the portal.
Wow.
The mother box, if you will.
Wait. What kind of magic was that?
Your mother's a whore! Because it's a mother box, get it? You know?
I get it.
Your mother's a whore! I think some Frank Miller, but Frank Miller's that drop particularly is always welcome.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Mother box.
There's nothing to get wet about anyway. Exactly. From the portal, Batman leads Nightwing, Batgirl, Robin, Red Robin, and Red Hood, and joining all the Turtles and the alternate universe Batman into the final fight against the Anti-Monitor Krang. It's gonna be a doozy, boys. Strap in for this next one. All right, we have finally arrived to the conclusion. Crisis in a Half Shell, Part 6. Now, this cover is badass. Like, if it was textless. Like the poster version of this is badass.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, we are at October 2nd, 2019. Published date. Same team. The battle against the Anti-Monitor Krang and his robots continue. Casey Jones learns that golf clubs don't work too great against alien robots, but Shredder tells him to fight to the last breath, to fight like his Foot Clan. Several of the Foot Ninjas, having recovered the memories of who they are, go after Joker for making them act without honor. Harley Quinn reaches for him, saying that that's their cue to get out of there. Before they can move, one of the ninjas stabs Joker through the heart with his sword, but it passes right through him. Huh. He got lucky. Again. Hate that for me. In the Ultra Technodrome, both Batman, and their bats fight alongside the turtles from the two worlds against the Anti-Monitor Krang and his legion of robots. The two Earths are finally moving out of sync, separating from one another. Batgirl announces that if the tide keeps turning in their direction, the divergence, thank God it's not a convergence, is going to accelerate. Leonardo tells everybody to stay focused, but they are barely making a dent in the robots. Donatello says that their power is coming from Krang, and Red Robin, just to have something to say, concurs. And they figure if they can't stop Krang, they can at least bring the entire system down. So, Batgirl does what Batgirl does. She opens communication. Communication with who? Alfred. And tells him that the two Earths are separating. He and the Turtles allies all need to get to a part of the city that exists only in their world. If they don't, they risk being spliced between two dimensions. Alfred jumps onto the Batmobile, telling April that he's going to go back to the Batcave. But that her allies are fighting back at Ace Chemicals, don't know what the plant is a part of Gotham and not their New York. April knows he's right and that Casey Jones is in trouble. She tells Splinter to buckle up because it's about to be a rough ride because she's a woman driver. Get it? She tries to reach Casey on his walkie, but before she can tell him what's happening, a robot smashes the walkie, and Shredder asks if she had anything important to say, and Casey says he guesses they'll find out later. Well, wait. No.
Wait a minute.
Ooh. Yeah. That's where my synopsis ends. Whoopsie.
I mean, well, basically, it's like after the
implication of that is what I mean. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's like, long story short, we have to get everyone home.
Exactly. Like, this is like, not the best. Not the best.
I mean,
not the best ending, but everything else was good. The endings always fall flat because I feel like writers feel like they have so much time with 6 issues, and then once they get to like the 5th issue and then the 6th issue, like shit. I mean, they gotta get the Prime Turtles home, then they have to send basically Silver Age Batman home, and then the rest of them have to get home. I mean, the cutest part of this last one I thought was when they're sending the Prime Turtles home and Michelangelo. Man, I'm so cool in every universe. Exactly, because it's true. Oh, he's fan favorite.
Oh, and then
I really love that cover. Oh man, this one had a lot of good ads in it though. I really like the stylized Alfred Pennyworth. I really like the April O'Neil. I like that they didn't make her super pasty white in this one. Kind of gives a little ambiguity because if you know about the April O'Neil debate in the fandom.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought that was an interesting artistic choice. It's a slightly different from the last time. Casey Jones's mask looks like the Punisher symbol, and that's what I'll just leave it at that. What are some other thoughts? Black and white turtles are probably my favorite.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of sad because this is like the last time that Batman and the Turtles will interact.
Maybe not.
Well, for
These
now.
all did pretty well.
For now.
Yeah. They'll probably reboot it. Start from the beginning again.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm surprised. I guess Kevin Eastman said, you better not fucking put Venus in it. I'll kill you. Oh, hey, look. I got an ad for Legion of Superheroes.
Yep.
With Brian Michael Bendis.
Yep.
Good times, man.
Really? Really?
No. Sarcasm.
Bendis.
Like I said, the ending is bittersweet and a little rushed, but I think everything leading up to that ending is really damn good.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah. That's my take on Crisis in a Half Show.
So I'm trying to remember. Did you say, was this your favorite one out of the 3?
Yeah, this is my favorite one. Like I said, like they brought in Kevin Eastman, so the disrespect couldn't stand. Like I felt like it was very even. Hell, I feel like Batman was a little downgraded in this one, to be perfectly honest.
I mean, more of the feels were here too, I think, and yeah,
they really were bringing it home with the homages and the Easter eggs and the fan service, but like in a good way.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't obvious. Like it wasn't like, oh, see, I can do better. I can give you turtles. It doesn't have to be all Batman all the time. I can do turtles.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought I didn't know if it was gonna make it to 3, and then I thought that it was really cool that those 2 anniversaries coincided together.
Yes.
But now I'm gonna need that Daredevil crossover.
Yes.
Marvel, it's your move. It's your move.
I mean, you think maybe if like that collection of all the crossovers sells really well, that'll like spur them to do new crossovers.
I don't know. I just don't think it's logistically possible. I don't like IDW is like the place you go to for crossovers. I don't know like how their rights work with that, but like if you ever notice, IDW has a ton of crossovers like with mainstream stuff. Like they've done. Oh no, IDW used to do stuff with Spider-Man, right? Am I imagining that like it was like the all-age Spider-Man book or something they did?
Yeah, I think they did it in Avengers too. Like IDW had a thing, or like Marvel kind of
like with Marvel. I don't know what happened to that relationship because I have not seen that since a little bit before the pandemic.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there.
Like after the pandemic, it was completely gone. I don't know what happened there.
I don't know if they just use that.
They have better distribution than Disney, I'll tell you that. Than Marvel, I'll tell you that.
Unless they just use that as an excuse to, I don't know.
Probably. But yeah, that is my main thing. Like, I think that this overall, the trilogy of the crossovers are pretty good. Like, it's better than the Dark Knight trilogy. I'll tell you that.
Wait, which? Oh, yeah. Definitely.
Like, it's like, oh, you're going back to this well again, but I felt like it was with purpose. And I think they might have actually intentionally set out for this to be a 3-parter, but they, you can never predict how these things go.
Yeah. And again, I mean, so much time passed between at least the first and second Dark Knight Returns, and it's just like, I think,
and then the third one was definitely like
Frank Miller may have lost the thread, yeah.
Your mother's a whore! May have?
Well, yeah. Well, I'm being nice.
That's your mother's a whore!
Well, I mean, he does remember one thread.
Your mother's a whore! That's universal, babes. Okay, we got just a little bit of time, and you want to talk about your favorite bad book, and then I'll talk about my favorite bad book?
Oh, for the week?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God. Again, I didn't bring the books out. What was out? I'll tell you one.
Batman City of Madness, I'm going to kind of pass on.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, that whole series is all right.
$7?
Well, again, it's a oversized black label book.
$7?
I know.
No tea, no shade, Christian Ward. I like you, but not $7 Batman book worthy.
How about Batman 143? What the hell is up with this Joker story?
This was like one of the least rated like comics. Like people are just giving it dust at this point now.
Really? Oh.
Joker year 1. It's like, babes, we don't actually care. Like the Joker's been forced down our throat literally for a decade straight. We don't care.
And I'm sorry, Chip. I'm just like, Joker is the best when he's like the force of chaos. But now it's like, oh, someone trained him to be Batman's.
Yeah, that makes it lose all this. You better say psych. You better say you're fucking kidding.
Yeah, just like someone trained Joker to be chaos. No.
How do you even train somebody to be chaotic? Like those are not like. Listen, either you are or you aren't.
Yeah. It's like really so.
Like I said,
too many details on characters like that, and it just ruins the whole thing.
Yeah. Like I said, a lot of people were not loving this.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. I like most of Chip's work, but like the Joker is played out, the Riddler is played out.
I wonder if like maybe around 150, I wonder if we're gonna do like a where we'll get a new team and maybe like a renumber, because did you see, I guess, starting, what is it, May maybe, Tom Taylor and Bruno Redondo were doing their last run on Nightwing.
What?
Yeah.
That.
Yeah, it's like a 5-parter that starts in May, and that's going to be like their farewell to the thing. Because that's what me and Kristen were kind of like. We're like, well, does that mean they're going to, is Nightwing going to go back to a new number 1 with a new team? Or
I think they probably will renumber. I'm going to tell you the best book. You probably didn't even pick it up. Sinister Sons #1. Peter J. Tomasi.
I was thinking about it. I did not. Yeah, is it any good?
I love it.
Oh, really?
I love it. It's cute. It's kind of what Spider Boy should be. Something that piqued the interest of the kids, but something in it for the adults too, and it's got actual real interesting backstory. So, it's the son of General Zod, and he's in New Kandor. I'm just saying, it's interesting. I like it.
And
and he did, Peter did Super Sons.
Yes. And is the other one like the son of Sinestro, supposedly?
Supposedly. I think that's gonna hold true.
Yeah, well, they kind of did something with him. They did some backups in the main Green Lantern book, so.
Okay, that's cool.
With that's kind of where they introduced that character, yeah.
Yeah, I liked it. Instantly hooked.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Like, if Damian was written like this, I would love Damian. Like,
nice.
Like, I love Damian in Super Sons. Anywhere else, I fucking hate Damian. I do. It's true. Like, Super Sons was really a great look for Damian, and they ruined it. I don't know what happened over there, but this is a good replacement for him.
Oh, nice.
I like it.
Cool.
So yeah, I think that was my favorite like little DC book, honestly. Batman. Red Hood came out, and I still don't know how to feel about it.
Yeah, they're doing the Hill thing. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like
kind of trying to give him his own neighborhood. I'm like, I don't know.
It's like, babes, not everything needs to be Bloodhaven.
Yeah, and it's not like, just like, oh, you're the bad boy. We'll give you your own little corner. It's like, no, I mean,
I like him in Gotham being a pain in the ass to Batman with guns, bro. Like, that's the appeal.
Either that or let him travel. I mean, that's the, it's like Batman has to kind of be tied to Gotham, but the rest of them don't have to.
Yeah, I'll still give it a chance, but it's like, be more of a thorn in Batman's side for sure. That's like the appeal of Red Hood for me. But yeah, all in all, we can go.
Okay. All right. Well, next week, kids, you'll hear, we already pre-recorded it, but yes, you'll get your monthly Azrael episode.
169.
Yes, Azrael 6 through 9. Me, Russell, Justin, and special guest Lilith Hellfire.
Because the universe demanded it.
That's
because
right.
it hates me.
But cheer up, Lilith Hellfire, because in March, you asked and I shall deliver. We're going to do Batman 66 for the 3 weeks. Because, all right, kids, here we go. First week, we're going to do, I tried to mix it up here. First, well, here's how I did it. 3 weeks, so I did a season 1, season 2, season 3. So, first week, we're going to do The Curse of Tut and the Pharaohs in a Rut. So, I wonder who's in that one. And then from season 2 on the week 2, we're going to do His Honor the Penguin and Dishonor the Penguin, when the Penguin ran for mayor. And,
well, that's one thing they definitely stole from the comic. The comic stole from them.
Oh, yeah. And even, Batman Returns, all of it, yeah. And of course, and then the last week for season 3, we're going to do the 3-part, the Londinium episodes, the Londinium Larceny.
Londinium?
The Londinium Larcenies, the Foggiest Notion, and the Bloody Tower. And then, of course, the month will wrap up with me, Justin, and Russell.
You should have made them do a Batman 66 episode. So who do you think Azrael would have been in the 66 universe?
Oh, God. So, yes, Azrael 10 through 12. Lilith's not showing up 2 times for Azrael. So.
Definitely not.
Although it's nowhere, it's going nowhere but up after the one we did.
Yeah. If Russell can hang in there, he'll be all right.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Some Azrael. I just 100. I didn't think it deserved 100 issues, and I'll say it every time.
Well, again, someone's favorite.
Corporate welfare.
Someone's favorite character. Denny, I hope Denny got shekels for that. All right. So send us all your thoughts, kids, on, you've heard 3 weeks of Batman, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Send us the thoughts on that. Send us thoughts on the
More
Azrael.
Turtles to come, because it is their 40th anniversary this year.
Yes, stay tuned. Yes, we will be doing an episode soon on Salty and Petty, so. And, of course, yes, send us your thoughts on the upcoming Batman 66 stuff. I'd love some feedback on that as we do those.
I wish Charlie was here.
I know. Oh, yes.
We could have did an Aunt Harriet episode.
Well, what are we going to do, Louis the Lilac? It would be something like that. Oh, God. There was only one.
No, now we have to make a side podcast. Just
There's only one man on planet Earth who could have defended Madam Web, and he's gone.
He is gone.
I know.
Sorry, Sony.
This would have been 1 year ago, Sony. You might have had one defender, but no more. All right, so fine. So yeah, send us all your thoughts. Email us CapesandLunatics@gmail.com or call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And remember, you can find all things Capes and Lunatics, episodes, social media, merchandise. Again, help support us, pick up some merch, or just rain random money on us with the Cash App link.
Make it rain.
And, of course, the Patreon, where you never know what you're going to get. You're going to get conspiracy theories, porn reviews, anything and everything. So join us as we fulfill our promise of making that Patreon.
More vicious and brutal than ever.
So
Ever.
More vicious and brutal than ever.
He lives in the Northeast. Come on. All right. So find everything all in one place. That's tubespace.io/CapesandLunatics Podcast Network. That's tubespace.io/CapesandLunatics Podcast Network.
Oh, that's naughty.
All right. Miss Lilith Hellfire. Find her on the Facebooks.
Yeah. Be a dear. Friend your old internet granny on Facebook. But more importantly, download all the podcasts and go outside and touch some grass and get some fresh air. While we still have it.
Try to donkey punch me now, bitch.
Very hard, very tempting.
And then the old favorites.
Talking about meat is so natural for Ray.
Come on, Ray. You should at least listen to this one.
Yes. All right. So remember, kids, Lilith's training for a marathon. So she
gave up the meat. You don't want to know where they put the camera.
Ayo.
Gotta make room.
All right. Sorry, kids. We went a little long this week, but...
And Ray likes it long.
All right.
He's not gonna hear this.
You don't know. Maybe he's a turtle fan. All right, kids. Thanks for joining us. Again, Azrael in 1 week, and Lilith will be there for once.
And only once.
Hey-oh. And then, of course,
Until
yes.
269.
Watching me another Azrael.
Trying to make it happen, but I'm not taking September off, so forget it.
That's true. All right, kids. So, yeah, stay tuned for September. All right. Yes, come back. Yes, Azrael in 1 week, and then in 2 weeks we start our run on Batman 66. But yeah, send us your thoughts on the turtle. Noel.
Turtle power.
Read it and send us thoughts, Noel. All right, kids. Thank you for joining us. Come back next time. Join us same bat time.
Same bat channel.
We are the night.
We are the night. The Batman Podcast. Cowabunga.
It's all about family. Cowpunk.
Break out the coronas.